going on, YouTube world? I am Wesley from ACONNECTIONTV, the network, and you are watching me. Yeah, I decided to come back to do a video. I haven't been doing videos in about 2.5, almost 3 weeks. Thank you guys for people that have been hitting me up on Twitter, asking where I've been, what's been going on. But a lot has been going on, and that's not really why you clicked on this video. You clicked on this video to hear me talk about planking. Okay? Now, let's just say I am #so late with this whole planking thing. I saw my blogger buddy Kevin do a video about it, like a week ago or whenever he did the video about it, and I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. I've been meaning to send him a text message to ask them what the hell they were talking about. Didn't know what the hell planking was, but whatever. I'm not really into the whole what's the hottest crave or the newest thing that people are. I'm not really all into it. You know, I'm into me and my life and the real shit that's going on with me. You know, so yesterday I went to Six Flags, and it was a regular day going to Six Flags, having fun with my boy Jay, and just chilling and relaxing and whatever. So we're not waiting because we had the Flash Pass. With the Flash Pass, you don't have to wait, people. We were heading towards the Flash Pass entrance to not have to wait in line. And we were going in, and as we're going in, because the Flash Pass entrance is the exit for the people when they get off the line. So as we're going in, we see 2, 3 teeny boppers. Now, nowadays people look young and they're like 45 years old. So I don't really know how old they were, but I'm gonna say they were teeny boppers because they came to about my shoulder or a little lower than my shoulder, and they just looked like freaking kids. So it's 2 girls and 1 boy. They're ha ha, hee ha, going through the line, ha ha ha, whatever. Me, I get annoyed really quickly. And so I'm just, you know, ignoring them for the time being. And then the strangest fucking thing occurred, and I couldn't for the life of me figure out what the hell they were doing and why they were doing it. And why did they decide to do it and interrupt people's walking? And I tweeted about it yesterday, and until yesterday, I really didn't know what the hell planking was, okay? And so these kids, first the 2 girls decided to lay their ass on the fucking ground and like stomach first, and they put their head in the concrete. Now I'm behind them, like I'm walking behind them, because my friend is walking so fucking fast, like he's running a marathon to get to the goddamn ride, knowing that we have the fucking Flash Pass, and he's like, you know, flashing past everybody so he can get to the goddamn ride. I'm taking my sweet old time. And as soon as he walks past them, they lay down on the ground. Now I'm like, what the hell are they doing? These people that are trying to walk past them look at them like, what the hell are they doing? And they step over these individuals. I'm like, I'm like, okay, what the hell? So they get up, right? And they're ha, he. And then when I come up, they lay their fucking ass back on the goddamn ground. And I see them, now their face is on the fucking concrete. I'm like, what the hell? Like, and I just was lost. I was lost. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know why the hell they were doing this. I thought they were just ignorant, immature teenagers. And so I'm like, whatever. I'm walking over them, okay? Me and my friend was like, yo, did you not see what they just did? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I don't understand what the hell is their problem. And then the person that was at the entrance of the ride is like, what the hell? Like, we were all like, what the hell are they doing? Because when we got up the stairs, they did it again. And this time the little boy did it. And like, some adults are walking up like, what the fuck? And we were all like lost. Okay, so I tweeted about it, and then some of you guys hit me up and was like, hey, this is what it is, it's planking, blah, 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 blah. And then he was like, don't promote this because it's terrible, it's offensive, and slavery, and all this other stuff. So I'm like, is this what everybody was talking about? Things happen in threes, okay? For me, things happen in threes. So it's like, I I didn't know anything about it, so I'm like, is this what planking is? And I was explaining it to Jay, and Jay was like, I don't get it, it don't make no fucking sense. And I was like, well, you know, I started to go off about the whole slavery thing, and Jay was like, well, they're young, they don't know what they're doing. You know, nowadays people just look at something online and then they go mimic it. And I was like, yeah, that's true. But I was like, they're not black. So, you know what I'm saying? And Jay was like, well, I guess, but don't think that. And I left it alone. Things happen in threes. That was the first occurrence that happened for me. Second occurrence, we're going to Olive Garden that same night, and out of nowhere, I see these 3 adult women laughing and giggling about planking, and they're singing out loud, and they're like, okay, can you plank on that? Go plank on that. I want you to plank on that. And I'm like, is this, what the, is really? And so Jay walks past, not paying any mind, and I'm curious. So I walk slower as they're like, okay, plank on that. All right. And so the girl goes to turn off her car, and then she goes to a rock. And they're like, plank on the rock, plank on the rock. And so I'm sitting there watching this shit, and the girl goes to plank, and I'm like, what the fuck? And so I go into the restaurant, and I'm like, did you not see what I just saw? And he was like, what? It's like, I heard them talking about it, but I just walked past. I was like, what the fuck? Like, really? And so the third occurrence today, made me have to do this video, and I saw another blogger talk about it, and I'm just like, what the fuck? So here's what I'm going to say about this whole planking ordeal. Apparently it's some game, okay, game, quote unquote game, that originated, like I did a little bit of research, whichever is right, wrong, I really don't care, because I don't really give a fuck. But I did a little research about it, and apparently it was created in Britain by some guys that just wanted to, whatever. Then in 2011, 2010, it came up to be, you know, a big thing in Australia, and so people think Australians made it popular. Whatever, I don't care. But I did a little research, and I see some of these photographs of these people doing the dumbest shit, like the most unsafe things, like with this planking. Like, one guy has his head in an airplane and his feet, like where you put your luggage on an airplane. Another kid is planking on a fucking plasma TV. Then you got a female planking on a printer at her job. Then you got another one planking up in the trees. Then you got another one planking in the church. Then you got, like, they're planking everywhere. You got another one planking on a stop sign that says Plank Road. Like, wherever it came from, I really don't, I'm not going to say I don't care, because you can't determine what's going to offend somebody. If something doesn't offend you, it doesn't mean that it's not offensive. Okay, so let's get that cleared, number one. People are linking the whole planking thing with how slaves were treated back in the day. How the masters held the slaves captive on slave ships. They had to lay flat, stomach first, head into the ground, arms to the side, and sometimes they had to lay on top of each other. Now, obviously during times like this on these ships, there were no way for the slaves to go to the bathroom or whatever, so they went to the bathroom on each other, and they laid in it, and a lot of these slaves died, disease and stuff like that. Okay, so that's where people are linking the whole planking thing to, and then they're linking it now to a game or whatever. Here's what I'm gonna say. Number one, it's the dumbest fucking shit I've ever seen in a long time. It's just dumb, and I don't understand why people do it and why people want to do it, and why people did it in front of me. Like, what the fuck? I was so lost and like not understanding of this, and then to find out, the whole truth behind it for certain people, and how some people think it's a game or whatever. People, get your head in reality and live your life the way it's supposed to be living. And if it's fun for you, whatever, it's the dumbest shit. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. But don't be caught up in the confusion when somebody really spazzes out on your ass because you're offending them, and you will do it in front of the wrong person, and that person will react. So keep that in mind when you decide to hee-hee-ha about the dumbest shit ever. The shit is stupid, and I don't understand it, and it still doesn't make any sense to me, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And I don't understand why it happened in threes last night, but it did, and so I had to do this freaking video. I am Wesley from ACONNECTIONTV. People, don't plank. It's unsafe, it's dumb, and it's offensive to a lot of people. Later.